Okay. Hello, AnitaB.org is excited to welcome everyone to Open Source Day Summer, our very first Open Source Day Summer. OSD is a volunteer supported program at AnitaB.org that wouldn't be possible without the help of our awesome OSD committee. And I'm pleased to introduce you to Rocio Montez, one of our co-chairs of our 2021 OSD committee. Rocio is going to tell you a little bit more about our plan for today. Rocio, go ahead.
Hello, my name is Rocio. I am an engineering manager at Intuit, and I am one of the co-chairs for Open Source Day. We want to welcome you and thank you so much for being part of this event and for joining us today. Today is a day to become part of the open source community. It's a day to learn, but it's also a day to choose how you want to get involved with open source. You can contribute code to a project. You can choose to attend one of our amazing workshops that we're going to have throughout the day and learn new skills, or you're here as a mentor and a coach. And we want to thank in general to all of you for, again, joining us. As you all know, Open Source Day is a very important open source contributions are a very important skill to have in this industry. And you are now taking the first step to level up your skills. I first want to start by thanking our amazing members of the planning team. Really, this event is put together by volunteers and all these ladies from different functions, starting from marketing, from project management, engineering managers, etc., make this event happen. And I want to take a second to really thank each and every one of you, ladies, for your amazing support and all of the work and all the long hours and meetings that we have for putting this amazing event together. So again, thank you so much on behalf of Renana and I. You can see here, Renana is my co-chair for this event. And for sure, we all put a lot of work on this event, but we also want to recognize one amazing team member. Her name is Anna, and she is an open source engineer at VMware. Anna had completely stepped up during the planning of Open Source Day Summer, and we want to recognize her. She took on the job for almost for two team members that couldn't continue to help us out, and she really stepped up her game and hustle and bustle in order to get all of the tasks that needed to get done. So Anna, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for all of the help that you have done. This event would not be happening without all of your help. So again, thank you. So now let's move on to talk about what to expect today. Obviously, you know that you are now part of a project, and we have awesome partner projects that are looking forward to your contributions. All of their projects are documented. The setup is well documented, and the architecture is also documented so that you can understand what the project is about. They additionally have well-documented issues that will make it easier for you to make that first contribution to open source. Additionally, we have support channels because Open Source Day is, you know, a guided experience to open source, and we want to make sure that you feel supported throughout the day. So we obviously have these Zoom channels that will be open until 5 p.m. with team members ready to help you. You can recognize them on Zoom by, you know, this way, by having the Zoom background, and they're either going to have committee member, project representative, or mentor labels. And on Slack, I hope that everyone has joined Slack. And, you know, we have a bunch of Slack channels ready also to help you out and to answer any questions. But the most important thing is definitely that you remember to have fun, expect to have fun throughout the day. We're going to have social media reward contests. We're going to have rewards for your contributions and fun activities throughout the day happening on the Zoom calls and on Slack. So please look out for those and, you know, just have fun and meet people, connect with other mentors and project reps. who is here to help you? That's definitely important for you all to know. So like I had mentioned before, we have mentors, we have project representatives, and we have committee members. So the project mentors are experienced engineers that were selected based on their skill sets and experience in open source. These participants, they are going to help all of you participants get the contributions to the open source projects. These mentors are experienced and are well knowledgeable about the projects that they are helping out. So any questions that you have, please go to them. The project representatives are appointed by the project owners to be here representing the project. Usually we have about 2 representatives per project, and they usually have the roles of maintainers and contributors for that project. So also they will be able to help answer any questions about the project. And they will be the ones responsible for merging your PRs, for reviewing and merging your PRs. And of course, we have the committee members, people like me and the rest of the team that I showed you early, that are the planning members of the event, and that are going to be able to help you with, code of conduct violations. Hopefully we don't have any, but if there are, we're here to help. Logistics, technical issues, access to maybe Zoom calls or Slack channels, and any major issues that arise, will be there again to support. So we definitely want to make sure that you feel the support, that you feel that you have all of the tools that you have in order to make that open source contribution. So where to start? Remember to join the Slack channel. And if you haven't done so, you should have received an email to join our open source workspace. Still, if you can find that, just, send a message here on the chat of Zoom, and we'll be able to get you a link. Set up your dev environment following the instructions of the project. Find an issue and start coding, right? And then at the end of the day, make sure that you submit your contributions. I'm going to talk in details about that in a little bit, but I want you all to know that every open source day registered attendee that submits a PR and gets it merged will receive a gift card. So please, we want to definitely recognize those contributions, and we want to reward those contributions. So make sure that you submit those to us, and I will give you links about where to submit. So first off, going in a little bit into details on Slack, you're going to find many channels, obviously, but I want to point out these ones especially because they're going to be the most helpful. The general one, obviously, we're going to be sending there just general announcements throughout the day. So please, if you see an announcement there, make sure that you pay attention, because it's either going to be a fun activity, a contest, reward, etc. If you have any questions related to the event in general, or you have issues with access, please send us your question on the event help. Otherwise, any coding questions, project questions, submissions, PR, any open source questions in general should go to your project channel. And the name of that channel is going to be the name of your project -2021. So make sure that you look for that. There's also a chit chat Slack channel where, we all have been introducing ourselves. We can share pictures there, meet people, and just have fun. Any funny comments are more than welcome there. So where can you find information about your project? There are 2 major places. The first one is on the event site agenda. So if you go to the agenda and you select the project that you join, you will be able to see all of the links there that you're going to need in order to contribute to the project. Additionally, on Slack, if you go to Slack and you see your project channel, you're also going to be able to see the links up in the top, and these are links to, again, the GitHub project where you can find issues, the contribution guide. So that's how you can get information about your project. Then how to find issues. So all of the partner projects make sure to label their issues with the good first issue label. When you see an issue with this label, it means that the issue is easy and well documented for you to finish it either during the course of the day or in a couple of days. So please make sure that if you are a beginner level, that you choose these good first issues, and because they're going to be a lot more easy for you to solve. Obviously, if you have a little bit more experience and you want to to go big, you are more than welcome, and we will be there still to help you out if you want to choose a bigger issue as well. And then about submitting your contributions. So like I said, registered attendees for Open Source Day who submit an open source contribution and get it merged will get a gift card. So in order for you to find this form, please go to tinyurl.com/OSD contributions. So pretty much you can submit an open PR if you finish it by the end of the day, and we will make sure to check back on that PR once it's merged. So don't worry about submitting open PRs. Again, you don't have to wait until your PR is merged in order to submit it. Just submit the PR when you open it, and we will make sure to check back. And if it's merged, you will receive a gift card from us. We also going to have, like I mentioned, the social rewards contest. So please be social and get rewarded from that. The hashtag for the event is Open Source Day 2021. So please use that in all your social media accounts. And in order to enter the social media reward contest, just pay attention to the general chat. We're going to have a contest every hour on the hour. The marketing team is going to be running those, and they're going to give you a prompt to maybe like share your favorite coffee mug. And when you share it on social media, there's going to be a raffle to select who is the winner for that hour. So we're going to have 8 winners throughout the day, and you are going to get, if you win, you're going to get a $25 gift card. So right now, we're going to hear about our sponsors. Thank you so much to all of them. We couldn't have, continue this event without them. So we really appreciate the support. We're going to start with IEEE. We have Kathy here.
Welcome. I'm Kathy Grice, Senior Program Director at IEEE. On behalf of IEEE Future Directions and the IEEE Computer Society, we are honored to be a sponsor of the 2021 Open Source Day in celebration of Grace Hopper. First, for those unfamiliar with IEEE, we are the world's largest technical professional organization dedicated to advancing technology for the benefit of humanity. IEEE and its members inspire a global community through its publications, conferences, standards, professional and educational activities. Within IEEE, we have Future Directions and the Computer Society. IEEE Future Directions serves as an incubator for new and emerging technologies that address world challenges on which IEEE can have an impact. It scouts out and nurtures new technology areas by delivering technical expertise, collaborative forums, and developmental resources that support new initiatives. The latest initiatives include blockchain, artificial intelligence, machine learning, augmented reality, virtual reality, digital transformation, digital twins, future communications networks of 5G, 6G, and beyond, and quantum. This year, we are proudly celebrating the IEEE Computer Society's 75th anniversary. Since 1946, the Computer Society has been the leading provider of technical information, community services, and personalized support to the world's computer science and technology communities, as well as celebrating the contributions of computer science and engineering professionals who develop new technologies and applications to improve the lives of people everywhere. We welcome your participation and invite you to learn more about Future Directions and the Computer Society. Check out IEEE.org/future directions, as well as for Computer Society at computer.org.
Hi, everyone. I'm Pat Gahn, an engineering manager at Influx Data, working from my basement in sunny but sometimes rainy Portland, Oregon. I've been working in open source for about 20 years now, with a lot of that time spent leading software engineers doing open source software. About a year and a half ago, I joined Influx Data, where I lead the team that deploys our product into the major clouds. So today I'm here to talk to you a little bit about Influx Data and let you know how you can contribute to our open source projects. So Influx Data is the remote first company behind the open source database called InfluxDB. InfluxDB is a purpose optimized database written in Go. It's optimized for time series data. And all around you, there's data that has a time element, whether that's a smart doorbell that tracks every time the neighbor girl rings the doorbell to play with my son, or you want to track daily, hourly, or weekly weather or air quality data, or your laptop computer, where you may want to track memory and processor usage over time. Having a time series aware database is key to allowing you to interact with your data quickly and easily. And that's what Influx provides. So one of the easiest ways to explore using InfluxDB is to head on over to influxdata.com/community, where we've got instructions on how to use it, how to develop with it, and how to become a part of our community. Where I started with InfluxDB, and where I suggest you start, is by working through how to track your laptop system info. If you hit an issue, you can head on over to the community Slack channel and get the help you need. Not sure where the community Slack channel is? Go to influxdata.com/community and there's instructions on how to find it. Now, once you've tried it out, it's time to contribute. There are instructions on the site to help you contribute, but let me give you some insider tips. Well, I suggest doing two things. One, get on our community Slack channel where you can reach out with questions, get involved in issues, and ask for code reviews and get feedback. And two, go check out our github.com Influx Data projects. You can look for issues labeled good first issue or bug, but first verify it's still an issue. Maybe get on Slack, make sure nobody else is working on it, because that's very disappointing to have when you have your first fix, it's already fixed. Then when you've confirmed all that, submit a PR and use the Slack channel to ask for review and to work through the process. It is also worth checking out our twice-a-year conference called Influx Days. Sorry. The recordings from previous events are available, and the next event is in late October. And one final bit of info. We're hiring. If you're here today, you're probably passionate about open source. So are we. Check out our openings, apply. Not sure you've got the skills? One, you do. And two, feel free to reach out to our recruiter, Becky Rivera, becky@influxdata.com. I hope you have an absolute wonderful day. Take care.
So again, a couple of reminders for everyone. Join Slack. That's where you're going to get all your questions answered as well. And look for these three emojis, the mentor, the representative, and the committee members on Slack. Whoever has that role will have that emoji next to their name, and they should be able to help you. Remember to be social and get rewarded for that. And please remember to submit your contributions. We want to know how you did. We want to know that you submit a PR, and we want you also to get rewarded for that. All right. Thank you so much for being here. We really hope that you enjoy the day. Also, if you have any feedback throughout the day, please share it with us. We're here to learn and to grow. And again, we really appreciate that you join us. Happy coding.